Here we are in Vegas. Now, am I right in thinking you were on the stage about 1978 with the Commodore?
Wow, you did some homework. That's exactly right. We did it back then, and yeah, it was all hair, painful platform shoes, and I'm suffering from it to this day.
You were around Vegas, and that was Rat Pack days.
There you go.
And I mean, for me, one of the finest entertainers we've ever had. And you're my generation, Sammy Davis Jr.
There we go. Oh, you didn't say that, did you?
No, that's...
Oh, well, that's a... Mr. D, I used to call him Mr. D,
yeah.
was my true mentor, and I say that because when I did my first solo show here in Vegas, he came to that show.
What an incredible education for you then as well. That must have been like school.
Well, it was an education. It was a university. We are in Vegas University.
You're getting people like Pharrell giving you a call and saying...
How about that? Well, I think what's happening now is that as time goes on, you become the elderly statesman of the you know, where you become the all-knowing. It was like Lionel Richie sitting down with Marvin Gaye or with Smokey Robinson. That was like, tell me more. So when I get around I call it the new generation, you know, they want to know how we did it. And we like to pass it on.
Well, on stage here, look at that poster. All the hits.
Come on.
That African bit, it was nonsense.
Well, you seem shocked. Well, if you heard the phrases they gave me, it was no rhyme or reason for it at all. And in fact, I found out there are 101 African dialects. And I said, well, excuse me, what does Bob Marley say when he goes, yabo, yeah, baje? What is he saying? He said, absolutely nothing. Okay, there are 102 African dialects. Tambolite said to Moya, sounds good to me.
Now, when you're on stage here, and I know that all the songs must be like children.
That's true.
Which is the one that when you hear the intro, you're like, yeah?
You know, if I had my Commodore children, there's no song that I like to play better than Easy.
And is there one that you think, oh, no?
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, no. Well, there's one that was actually the hardest song ever to do, and that was Endless Love, because I'd never done a duet before, and you don't practice with Diana. That's not the way to do it. And I didn't really know how much trouble I was in. The hardest song I ever had to pull off.
Wow. Okay, so did you really go shopping with Nelson Mandela?
I went shopping with Winnie. So we went to Beverly Hills, and here's Winnie running around through all the shops. She said, what do you think about this? I said, get that. What do you think? Get that. But, you know, it was a very special time. He was just released from prison. We were in a conversation, a little awkward at first because I didn't quite know what to say to him. And he said, young man, I want to thank you for your lyrics. For all the days I was in prison, your songs and your lyrics got me through the time in prison. And I remember sitting there crying hysterically, holding on to him, because this is the only thing I was not expecting.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's amazing. That's a story. Good story.
I'm going to do something that no one else has got to do.
So
For the first time ever with you,
right?
We're going to go on your stage.
I've not been there.
Let's go.
Just go.
Let's go.
This is the first time I've seen this stage.
I'm excited.
Yeah, well, no. So I'm actually like a little kid at Christmas time. When the lights come on, it feels like you're right here.
Yeah.
It feels that small. What's that word I hear over and over again? Those words, I love you, all night.
Ah, brilliant to see you. Thank you so much.
Welcome to my world.
Thank you so much.
Very
It's been
good.
an absolute trip being part of it. Thank you.
Very good.